guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of Sephora brand makeup. So I went to Sephora today and I picked up an entire full face of the Sephora Collection makeup line. So I've actually gotten a lot of requests from you guys asking me to do this video, so I'm super excited to finally bring it to you guys today. And I've actually tried out a couple of things from the Sephora brand, so I'm also going to be including that in this video as well. So we're going to go ahead and get into the products. The Sephora brand makeup line is actually a lot more affordable than the other products that they have in the store. So of course I'm trying to give you guys some more affordable options as well, since not all the time do we want to be spending the crazy Sephora prices for like Charlotte Tilbury, Rare Beauty, and all of those kind of high-end brands. But let's go ahead and get into what I'm going to be trying today. I first off got a foundation. This is the Best Skin Ever. I really hope this is going to be my shade. I'm not sure though. And then I also got the Best Skin Ever concealer to match with it. Again, not sure if it's going to be my shade, but we will figure that out. And then I also got this eyeshadow palette. This is the Future Is Yours eyeshadow palette. I've actually never seen this before, but the shades looked really pretty, so I'm really excited to try that out. I also got a brow pencil. I've actually never tried a brow pencil, maybe a couple times, but I actually do not own one. And for some reason, the Sephora brand doesn't have any liquid or cream blushes and contours. So I had to settle on both the Sephora bronzed matte bronzer and then the colorful blush from Sephora as well. And this is in shade Over the Top. And then as I was checking out, I saw this lip sleeping mask. I had no idea that they had a lip sleeping mask. And then next I got a primer. This was the only primer that they had. This is the Sephora Smooth and Blur Primer. And then I also got this Duo highlighter palette. I don't really understand the point of like this kind of shade right here, but I got it mostly for this like metallic kind of highlighter shade. And then I of course got a translucent setting powder. And then finally, to spice it up a little bit, I got this soft matte lip gloss, or I don't even know what it is. A matte lip color. So this should also be super fun to try. I wanted to switch it up from getting like a regular lip gloss because I feel like that's always what I get. So I feel like having a little color on my lips would be really nice. And then next, from what I already own, this is the 12-hour retractable waterproof eyeliner. I'm so obsessed with this. This is always my go-to. I also have the Sephora brand eyebrow gel, or yeah, the Shape and Set Clear Brow Gel, which should hopefully go along really nice with the brow pencil to kind of set it in place. But let's go ahead and get into it right now. I've not really seen a lot of people try out the Sephora brand, so this should be super fun. It's going to be my complete first impressions on all of these products. And of course, you guys already know by now, I will be giving my honest opinion. So if I like a product, if I do not like a product, I will of course be letting you guys know. But before we start, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of skin prep off camera real quick, just so I can get it done and out of the way, and then we will move on to the full face. So I got a little bit closer to the camera so you guys can get the exact review, but let's go ahead and start off with the primer. My skin is now prepped, so the first thing we're trying out is the primer. I'm gonna go ahead, put a little bit on my finger, and what? Okay, that's weird. I did not expect it to look like that. What? Okay, I was expecting it to be like clear or something, but it's like super tinted. So this feels a lot like the Maybelline Master Prime for some reason, but so far the skin doesn't feel tacky. It doesn't really feel like a gripping kind of primer. I guess the only point of it is to diffuse all of your pores. So far, I don't really see any issues with it. It just kind of looks really matte on my skin, if anything. But yeah, so far, nothing too crazy with it. Like I said, it feels exactly like the Maybelline Master Prime. Usually primers like that kind of make the makeup fall off of my skin more, so hopefully that's not the case here. But now we're gonna try out the Best Skin Ever foundation. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, put some on my hand. Please excuse me if the shade is really inaccurate, because that's probably what's gonna end up happening here, because you guys already know I'm not good at picking out my shades. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it actually on my face rather than on the Beauty Blender. Oh, this could be my shade. It might be a little bit light, but I'd rather it be too light than too dark, because if it's too light, you can definitely like fix it with like bronzer and stuff. It's definitely really dry. It doesn't really feel super glowy and dewy, but if you're going for a really matte look, I feel like this foundation would be great for that. But there's no really glow or anything in the skin, which kind of concerns me, because I feel like this full face could end up looking very, very dry and a little too matte. Very pretty. It blended out really nice. And the shade match is actually not terrible. I'm actually kind of proud of myself for that. But now we're gonna go in with the concealer. So this is supposed to be a medium coverage or full coverage. I don't really remember, but I guess it's like medium and full. And so far the formula feels really nice. It reminds me of the e.l.f. Satin Finish Camo Concealer. Do not know why I could not think of the name. First off, it's not the most hydrating concealer I've ever tried. This actually reminds me a lot more of the matte concealer from e.l.f. Not the satin one, but the matte one. It feels very drying, so I guess it depends on how you prep your under eyes. It depends on if you have like maybe under eye serum on or anything like that, but it blended out really nice. It did cover up my under eyes. You can still kind of see them peeking through, but I feel like that's me with every concealer. I don't know. I'm gonna try and get some on my eyelid, but since I have fake eyelashes on, it's a little bit hard sometimes. And I didn't get a mascara for that reason because I cannot put mascara on these lashes, unfortunately, because that won't be good. My skin just does feel very dry right now, but it doesn't really feel like I have makeup on, which is what I like. Oh my god, you know what, guys? Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot my headband. Oh my god. And real quick, I actually did forget, but we're gonna use the lip sleeping mask. This is in Hot Cocoa fragrance. So this will either be really, really good or really bad. Scents like these are kind of like a hit or miss. The cocoa scent actually isn't overwhelming. It actually smells kind of nice. I don't really know why it says lip sleeping mask because I feel like this will come off in like a couple seconds because it's just so thin, but it actually feels really hydrating, I'm not gonna lie. And the scent, like I said, isn't too overwhelming. It actually smells kind of good. Now we're gonna go ahead and bronze the face with the Sephora Bronzed Matte Bronzer. This is in shade 3, and I had no idea what shade to get for the bronzer. I looked at the next shade up from this, but it looked way too dark. But I guess we're gonna put it to the test if this is a buildable bronzer or not. And of course, I'm using my Makeup by Mario brush to blend this out. Ooh, okay. Very light, but it's very, very pretty. But so far the color is getting a little darker the more product I apply, which is so nice. So I'm really glad that I settled on this shade and not the darker one. And this bronzer is gorgeous. It actually just blended out so nice and it looks really even and it looks super natural as well. I'm actually super obsessed with that. But now, next we're gonna get into the blush. This is the Colorful Blush in shade 50, but I saw this shade. It looked so pretty. It kind of reminded me of the NARS blush. Ooh, okay. Wait, that's actually really pretty. Wait, you guys, I actually love this. I feel like this is a very natural kind of blush shade. It kind of just looks like these are my actual color of my cheeks. Oh my god. That actually surprised me so much. I did have to kind of press in a little bit. I feel like it kind of makes it look a little more soft, which is what I like. So I'm not mad about it. I actually really like that. But now we're gonna go ahead and use the translucent setting powder. I don't think I need this, honestly, since the under eyes kind of just dried down by themselves. Okay, so far it's a very dry looking powder. It's kind of hard to judge this since my face already has a lot of powder on it, so it already naturally feels kind of set. I do want to try this on a more dewy makeup look just so I can see if it actually like blurs it a lot better, but my skin looks blurred already, so it's very, very hard to judge this. It's also a very fine powder too, which is what I like. I do not like the thick powders, but yeah, I'm actually not seeing any issues with my skin so far. It's not peeling or anything on the side, which is so nice. Now we're gonna get into highlight. I guess you can say this is an icy shade. That's like the best way I can describe this. Wow, okay. It's definitely like I just dipped into the palette a little bit and it is already showing up. Most drugstore highlighters I've tried, you kind of have to like get into the pan and like dig in for the product. But this actually just came out straight away. You know what? I think I want to try out this shade, the one next to it, for like a highlight right here. Wait, I actually kind of like that one better. I'm gonna dip into this and put it on the side. When you mix the two together, it looks so much better. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it kind of just like stopped looking as glittery and it kind of blended in together and it looks really, really nice. Wait, okay, hold on. I didn't even know you were supposed to mix them together. I mean, you probably aren't, but I'm actually so happy with this. But yeah, this is what the complexion is looking like. I actually don't hate the all matte look now that I'm looking at it a little more. Next, we're gonna do our brows. We're using the brow pencil. I don't know if it has an exact name. It just says retractable brow pencil. I'm just using the spoolie side to brush out my eyebrows a little bit, and I love the thin spoolies. And I like how thin it is. I like how it's like a more fine pen. I'm trying to add like little hairs so it looks more natural. Oh my god, wait, you guys. Sephora is like popping off right now. When I brushed it out with a spoolie, it did it so nicely too. It kind of just blended in to my eyebrows, and I just did a couple swipes and it already kind of diffused it a little bit. This is really pretty. I actually love this. It's not super, super waxy, but it's also not one of those brow pencils that are so stiff that you can't even move it on your eyebrow. But yeah, I have absolutely no complaints about that either. I would totally rebuy that again. And now we're gonna go in with the Sephora Shape and Set Clear Brow Gel just to kind of set it in place. I actually love the way my brows look. And next, we're gonna go ahead and do some eyeshadow. With the fake eyelashes, it is very difficult to do eyeshadow since the eyelashes get in the way so much. And it has a little strap to hold it in. That's so cute. This is what it looks like. And these are the shades. They're actually really pretty. I don't really know what kind of look I'm going for today. I'm not gonna be doing a crazy eyeshadow look. One, because I have no idea how to do that. Two, because I just wanna get a general idea of what the formula is like on these. One thing I've noticed, they don't really have a super light shade as a transition. This is like the lightest shade they have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. Now we're gonna go into this shade right here. It's kind of like a rose or like a dusty rose kind of shade. And I'm just gonna put this on my entire eyelid. Ooh, the shade is really pretty. And it's so easy to blend too. It kind of just buffed out so nicely. I actually love this so far. Now we're gonna go ahead and use the metallic shade right here. Hopefully it's like a pigmented one because some metallic shades just do not look that pigmented. It's not crazy metallic by any means. It definitely adds like a cute little shine on your eyelid, but it's not as crazy pigmented as I thought it would be. The shades are really nice. Like I was saying, the formula is good, so easy to blend. I actually have zero problems with this eyeshadow palette. But next, I've already tried this out before, like I was saying, but this is the 24-hour retractable eyeliner, and this is another go-to for me. I do this all the time when I kind of want to add a little something else to my eye look, and I always just put this underneath my waterline right here. And then what I love about this, it has a little sponge and you can use it to buff it out to make way less harsh lines, and it looks a lot more natural when you do it this way. It's so pretty. I absolutely love the formula of this too. It's very waxy, so easy to apply, and it blends out with the sponge so nicely too. My eyelashes are in need of a fill, by the way. I am well aware, but I'm contemplating if I want to get them filled. But I'm dipping into this black shade right here on that same eyeshadow palette with an angled brush, just so I can create a little wing at the end. I always love to make little eyeshadow wings just to spice up the look a little more. I just decided to create a nice little wing just to enhance the eye look a little bit. And then finally for the lips, I'm using the Soft Matte Lip Color. I don't know what it means by that, but I guess this is like a lip gloss. And I don't know why I picked this shade, honestly, but we're judging the formula here, not the shade. It dries down very, very matte, and it's kind of hard to control because there's a lot of product on one side of the brush and not a lot on the other. Wait, you guys, I actually really love the color. I mean, it's definitely not my first choice of color, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really always go for colors on my lips just because I feel like it kind of throws my face off. But now my lips are looking very, very matte. I'm just gonna use the same lip mask just to throw on over. Yeah, I like it so much more with the lip gloss. I'm just gonna tap my beauty blender into this a little more to get rid of all of like the harsh lines from the bronzer, the blush, and all of that stuff, just to make my face a little more softer looking. But actually, again, this full face surprised me so much. I actually loved a lot of these products here. But yeah, guys, this is what the face looks like. I'm actually super, super happy with it. And the eyes and the lips look a little more glam, which is cute. And the face, complexion-wise, looks way more natural, which is also what I like too. I love how the bronzer and the blush kind of just came together and made this really nice finish on my skin. Let's go ahead and get into everything I tried out, and I'm gonna let you guys know my final thoughts about everything. I did not finish taking it out of the package, so excuse that. But the foundation is actually really nice. I don't have any issues with it. I'm not a foundation girly, so I don't always use foundation. It is not caking at all, which is so nice. Oh my god, I keep getting lipstick in my teeth, and after putting all of the products above it, it doesn't really look like I'm wearing foundation, which is really nice too. The primer is good. You definitely cannot see my pores. I just don't really see myself reaching for this that much. I feel like there are a lot better primers out there that like make the skin a little more hydrated and tacky and stuff. This kind of just dried my skin out. The highlighter duo actually surprised me so much. I enjoyed it a lot more when I mixed the two shades together rather than only putting the glittery shade on, because it kind of just looked like I got a glitter eyeshadow and just like wiped it on the side of my cheek. But when you mix the two together, it actually creates such a nice highlighter look on your face. The lip sleeping mask, this was only $5. So if this was like 30 bucks and I spent 30 bucks on this, we'd have an issue. But this was only $5. It does hydrate your lips really well. It's just very, very thin, and I wouldn't really consider this a mask just because it's not that thick. It worked, hydrated the lips, kept them looking nice. So for $5, I have no issue with it. The color is actually super nice on this matte lip color. I don't even know what it is. Like, is this a lip gloss? Is this a lipstick? I have no idea. Someone has to let me know. It just says lip color, so I have no idea what to interpret that as. Honestly, I actually like this. I definitely don't see myself always doing a crazy lip look and putting color on my lip, but if I do, I can definitely see myself reaching for this, and I of course would definitely put a gloss or something over it to prevent my lips from looking chapped and, you know, kind of dried. The concealer, I personally would pass on this. I don't think I would get this again just because it does make my eyes crease, and it kind of has a formula that when after you use this, it kind of automatically dries down your under eyes, and I don't love that. The blush was absolutely gorgeous. I wish they had more shades in this that were more pigmented and more raspberry, but I definitely would purchase this again because it's really natural. The finish is so beautiful, so I have no complaints with this one either. The eyebrow palette is super nice. This is another thing that is good if you just want some natural makeup, and I definitely see this being like an everyday go-to eyeshadow palette. The translucent powder, this was actually good. I liked how fine it was. I do want to try setting my face when it's more dewy and it actually needs to be set, because I could have not used this and my face would have been completely fine since it was already really matte. So for right now, I do not really have an opinion on it, but I will keep you guys updated. And then the Sephora bronzer, definitely I would repurchase this again. This was really, really nice, super buildable. The finish on the skin looks so beautiful. So for that reason, I would definitely repurchase this. But yeah, you guys, this is the finished full face. I'm actually super happy with it, and the matte look isn't crazy overwhelming or anything like that. It just is a lot more of a matte look than I would usually do. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments any other full face brands you guys want to see me try, because I would love to try out some more brands. So let me know what you guys have in mind. It can be drugstore, it can be high-end, I do not care. Just let me know a brand that you'd be interested in, and I would love to try it out for you guys. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so, so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!